At this time, I am pleased to introduce Hannah Bonifield, daughter of Randy and Wendy Bonifield, who will deliver the oration to the class of 2015.
Wow, Shawnee Mission South graduation class of 2015. How does that sound? Here we are. Our hard work has paid off. But before we start celebrating, we need to think about how grateful we should be for this chapter in our lives that's coming to a close tonight. For most of us, we came to this school as awkward freshmen. We worried about things like looking cute every day or getting to class on time. But as we grew and paid our dues, we slowly settled into our places. Those places spread across the board, spanning from varsity sports to the Harry Potter Club, marching band to KSMS. In high school, elementary school aspirations were refined into new dreams, old hairstyles were memorialized into pictures we kind of regret now, and middle school best friends faded into a passing wave on the way to third hour. Our lives have moved in many different directions, but together we make up the Shawnee Mission South class of 2015. These past 4 years transformed and shaped us into who we are today, and we have our parents and family, the Shawnee Mission South faculty, and each other to thank for that. A lot has changed over our last 4 years at South, but we have been changed for good. So thank you, parents. Thank you for staying up all hours of the night, editing our papers and helping with our projects. Thank you for dragging us to all those lessons, practices, and tryouts that we thought we wanted to do. Thank you for being a shoulder to cry on when things got tough and reminding us that the world is bigger than an 89% on a test. Thank you for spending time with our friends and giving us just enough freedom to become independent, all while keeping a watchful eye to make sure we were making healthy choices we wouldn't regret later. Thank you for dealing with all the piles of college mail and our indecisiveness, and for dealing with our anxieties when we thought the world would end if we didn't make the right choice. Without all of you, we wouldn't be the people we are today and the people we're still hoping to become. I think we can all agree that we are deeply grateful for our teachers who have pushed us toward this night. They've stayed late and come in early just to help us keep up and understand the quadratic equations, the proper use of an Oxford comma, and the thermodynamic cycle, all while standing in the corner, rooting for us to succeed. So thank you for pushing us. Thank you for remembering our names, for the constructive criticism, supporting us by coming to our games and performances, and for applauding our accomplishments, and for helping us through our struggles. Thank you, Shawnee Mission South faculty and staff, for making our high school experience one to remember. You've gotten us this far. Now it's our turn to take the next step. Now let's go back to freshman year. We walked into class and we received homework on the very first day. No way. This is not how we thought it was going to start out. Why would teachers do this to us? Everyone at lunch talked about their scariest teachers and asked the upperclassmen for any tricks on how to survive a whole year with them, if that was even possible. We all wondered how we were going to make it through 1 year, much less 4. Now fast forward to senior year. 5 days a week we spent 8 hours together, and in that time we've built a community. We all contribute different ideas, different talents, different strengths, and different weaknesses. We've made mistakes together, ranging from hurting someone's feelings to neglecting to study for a test when we should have. We've learned to live with each other and love each other, sometimes barely surviving and other times thriving. There are certainly the stereotypes. Some of us are involved in sports and dance teams, and others are involved in music and theater. And then there are those who are involved in everything. And that's okay, because we're all passionate about different things, and that's what makes us a diverse and interesting community. While in our elementary school days, we had the argument over who got to swing on the swing set. In middle school, we debated whether Justin Bieber was cool or not. In high school, our conflicts were a little more complex and complicated, but we learned that it couldn't be solved with a simple push or an adult to tattle to. And we've grown up together in the process. Some people took longer to mature than others, but here we are standing as a class on the verge of graduation. Our Shawnee Mission South community has brought us together and prepared us for the next step. Yes, we've bonded, but as we move on, whether that be college, a job, or career, service in the military, or maybe even a chance to travel abroad, we won't forget about the friendships and memories we've made. So seniors, this is a bittersweet moment for us, isn't it? We can't wait to finally get out of high school and move on with our lives, but we're also having a little bit of a tough time letting go. Let's face it, the senioritis is at an all-time high near the end. I even had some doubts about us making it at times, but maybe it was because a part of us, just a small part, was struggling to let go. So look around and soak in that the fact that tonight is our last time we'll ever all be together. We've made many friends and memories in these 4 years at South, and we've been together so long, it just seems odd to me that we're all going our separate ways. We've always cheered for each other, whether it be in the stands or on the sidelines, in the audience or backstage. We've all rooted for each other. We've affected each other's lives in ways we may not ever be able to truly measure, and I thank each and every one of you for that. Our high school career has been so great and memorable. We've had some pretty amazing highs, like when we celebrated state championships in swimming and basketball when we were sophomores, or watching our academic decathlon team win state for their 15th straight year, or when our school debuted at Louder Than a Bomb this year, finishing first place in semifinals and getting second place in finals. How cool is that? But we've also had our share of lows, like getting from the basement in room 000 to all the way upstairs in room 367 in the short 5-minute passing period. Obviously, the ACTs that seemingly affect the rest of our lives and the assessments that don't really seem to affect anything at all. But the all-time low was when we came to the South cafeteria the day after summer break, hoping our favorite Otis Spunkmeyer chocolate chip cookies would be there waiting for us. But alas, there were none, and it was a dismal first few days of high school. On a more serious note, perhaps our biggest challenge is to say goodbye to Dr. Gilhouse as our principal. After 17 years at South, we will hold the honor of being Dr. Gilhouse's last senior class. He may no longer be our principal, but we know in his heart there is nothing greater than a Raider. And as a tribute to Dr. Gilhouse, let's make this a stellar night. So as we walk up here, it's not just about getting a piece of paper, and it isn't just 10 steps across the stage. Tonight is a celebration of a lifetime of change. Tonight is 13 years of hard work, maybe for some even longer. So soak it in. Think of the memories leading up to this moment. I mean, tonight is a major highlight in our lives. We're gonna get our diploma tonight. So congratulations, class of Shawnee Mission class of 2015. Tonight is a night we won't forget because we'll look back and remember that because of Shawnee Mission South, we've been changed for good.